Hello, everybody. My name is Robert Fair, and I'm the founder of the Frankenwallet project. The Frankenwallet has evolved since 2020 after its conception to support the security and privacy requirements of the COSD Cardano stake pool. The security guidelines of the Frankenwallet are open source documentation, providing a platform for crypto operators to install and run their operational software and keep their critical payment and signing keys within an air-gapped environment. For Cardano, this of course will begin with its essential command line interface, the Cardano CLI. The previous video covers installation up until this point, as well as reviewing the standard blockchain workflow of three parts: preparation online, building transactions offline, and submitting when online again. Cardano stake pool operators, or SPOs, preferring the higher level functions of the popular SPO scripts, will likely also want to use these in the Frankenwallet. If interested in doing this, as explained above, you'll first need a cold or properly air-gapped Frankenwallet prepared with the Cardano CLI installed. You should also have enough familiarity with the SPO scripts to ensure you can use them competently and safely, and already have installed the scripts in either online mode or light mode on an online machine, as explained in the SPO Scripts documentation. Note: operators can run the entire workflow from a single desktop without having to transfer files to a machine with a live Cardano node if installing the SPO scripts in light mode. When you've done this, you can proceed to install and configure the offline scripts in the Frankenwallet. If you haven't used the Frankenwallet before, familiarize yourself with the idea of a host folder, which is a common area you'll use to store files transferred between the host machine and the Frankenwallet, so make sure you have such a folder designated first. Then download the SPO scripts into your host folder, but don't extract them or install them yet. First, reboot into your Frankenwallet and go to your host folder. Here we've designated the directory /data as our host folder, which you can do by following these instructions if interested. In any case, extract that archive, where you can see all the scripts you'll be installing here in the mainnet directory. Now, from the Cardano CLI instructions, you'll likely have that installed here in your home bin directory, where the SPO scripts also expect to find it. So we'll move all the SPO scripts in here as well, and this will be our staging area for running the offline SPO scripts. Similarly, you'll also have to copy the Shelley and Byron Genesis files, which is easier to follow from this page in the Frankenwallet instructions. However you do it, ensure a copy of these files is in the default location indicated in the scripts as shown here. Now, if you've set up the online scripts according to the recommendations on the repository under Best Practice Advice, your online configuration will have a couple of wallets we can use to test our workflow, as we can see here back on the host machine. Just ensure any significant wallets are created in the Frankenwallet so their private keys are never exposed to the host machine, and only copy the addresses and verification keys here. For simplicity's sake, we're keeping these in the same directory as the scripts. We'll use the same feature as illustrated here because it's relevant to all operators, not just stake pool operators, and this is a balance transfer between two wallets. First, we check the balances of those wallets in the host environment, confirming the funds in the address we're transferring from and the address we're transferring to, which happens to be empty. Then we read the balance in the from wallet with the work offline script, which extracts that information, into this offline transfer file that stores that information, and then we copy it into the host folder for the offline scripts to use. Now we reboot into the Frankenwallet and head back to our offline scripts directory. We can see here that all files from our managed cash out and rewards wallets will have also been positioned here, including the signing keys with the .s-key extensions that you'd never keep on your host machine. We start by copying our ongoing state information, now carrying our wallet state, into here from the host folder. Now we can prepare the transfer of funds, just 10 ADA in this case, double checking the operations that it's going to perform, and once you confirm, your offline transfer file will now have the signed transaction stored in it, and so just copy it back to the host folder for execution back on your online machine. Now we reboot back into the host machine and return to the scripts directory, copy the offline transfer file in from the host folder, overriding the out-of-date one that was here from before, and execute the transaction that it contains. Once you confirm the execution, we can observe the transfer has been submitted, and finally confirm the new balances. Well, that's the confirmation that the SPO scripts will work just as well in the Frankenwallet and your host machine as they will between any two separate online and offline machines. In the next video, we'll be looking at the cool Frankenwallet configuration for users needing a bit of internet access to manage their assets more conveniently and conventionally with browser-based wallets. And please stay connected to the Frankenwallet repository for updates and for ways that you can support the project. Thank you.